So yesterday we only played for half an hour because I thought I would have longer time for the tournament, but the tournament we were playing very late. So I think I have a new villager, and we did play the tournament yesterday evening, only not that frequent. It's Sunday, but it's late again because it's still warm here again in the Netherlands. And I think we just got a warning from Nintendo that the heat waves that we have here in the Netherlands are not suited for the Switch. So I had today already a crash of the Switch 2 because of the heat, I think. So we're trying to cool everything down to give you at least a video. So I don't think I'm going to play very long. But we are going to see who are the new villagers. And I think we almost also at the KK concert, or that is going to be today. Okay, we also have a birthday party. Okay, that's that is the kangaroo, as far as I can remember. Okay, the museum can we relocate? I am not going to do the ceremonies. At one point they will disappear out of the list. Yeah. So we have the concert, and after the concert we have the terraforming. I think we also have a lot of other things like the boat and the hotel. And I didn't show the work yet on the Switch 2 because on this Switch I don't have an extension. So we're going through the KK concert. And see it's a shame actually that it's winter. You can still see the path formings, but in summer it's even better. So this is actually the end of the big storyline. After this it's just daily play and try to switch out villagers that you might not like or you do like, and donating to the museum, make sure that the villagers are happy, and decorate your island. So I am going to figure out what I find suitable to decorate the island with. And we didn't step into the dream world yet. So we're going to do that also at one point. I do see Timmy, Tommy, and Nook, and I see Bladder. I think I see all the villagers, but I don't see the Able sisters. And I see Isabel. Yay! I got a song, and he's going to go back every Saturday. So that's the song that we get. So every Saturday evening at 6 o'clock we can request a song, and then you're gonna get that song from him. So you can collect that very slowly. Okay, so we're getting the terraforming. Yeah. Island designer. Yeah, we can have other permits in the Miles department. I'm going slowly through it so that you can read with me. So I can close off the river on top so that the villager that is living there has more room. But I do then have need of the river permits. That's for the blocks. And that's I can trash this as well. So we now can make paths, and we can form mountains, and we can close and form rivers. But you need to have for everything separately a permit. I don't have a shovel apparently. No. What's the gift from the Happy Home? The water cooler. So we have 3 stars. And tomorrow I think we're gonna get the boat. First I'm going to see if I already can buy a permit. I think I do have enough miles, but I need to see that because they're very costly. 6 and 6, yes, I have those. So those are the most important ones right now. I'm thinking because I am just having a country farm island, and then you can have a whole bunch of designs online. I'm going to show you that too, how you can do that. But I'm not sure if that is my cup of tea. So I'm thinking about just using what I have. What you get through the game. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to not want all those designs. I'm just curious if I can still can buy a path. Because you need a lot of miles to buy the permits. If you want to do something with the beach, you can have extra the sand path. And that is the custom and designs permit. I think I'm going with this permit. But I also want this one because the dark dirt is more or less for the farms. So I'm first of all going to buy that one. I only have now the dark dirt and the sand path. And I have a mountain permit and a river permit. I am going to walk through the app, but first I really want to show you how you can pick up designs from the internet. I'm going the wrong way. So, we already had an introduction at the Able Sisters. I do still need to buy some of the Able Sister functions. Like, for instance, if you talk to Sable, at one point you're going to get extra designs. This wall is all covered with designs of other people, and you can put there your own designs, even if it's just as simple as a color hoodie or a color cap, things like that. This is the online feature, and there is where you get the online designs, and those designs are posted by players and also by Nintendo. So it's for everybody to borrow, because you're not owning it, it's somebody else's design. If you have a design of your own, you also can post it here. So I will go slowly through it. So you can buy extra spots and you can post. if you post, somebody else can borrow your design. And you can't just delete them. So this is my creator identity. And if you post, you also get a custom design identity number. So I can post. I could have also done something else. Maar even post design. And I'm gonna post this one. They're both blankets. So by X I can also change if it's for on the floor, yes or no. So I'm now going to post this one for on the floor. And that is a new number. I don't share on online. It has no point in doing that. So that is how you post your own work. So I have now 2 items. A plate and a blanket. To me they're both the same, but for other people it's not. So now you also can, if you are online and you know a creator, you can have that number, like for instance on the bottom left, that is my number, and other creators have a similar number, and then you can search on that number. This is the MO numbers that you can search by design, but you also have a general search. So you can enter a word, like for instance, I'm going to go with farm. It's a very general word, but maybe it will give something. I don't specify anything, I'm just gonna search. And this is how you get your, for instance, designs. Maybe you want to have a peach farm, and this is very suitable to use that, for instance. Or it could also be the turnips, and then you go for the turnip, and then you can look for a design that you like, and then you can borrow that, because for instance this one is very nice. It has all the fruits of all the vegetables there, and it's a very nice design, and if you want to use that you can borrow it. And this is how you do the design feature of the game. So maybe there's something that I like. I like this. So for instance, I'm putting on save, then it will go to my customer design app, and I need to choose a spot where I want to save that. So override it, and then I have a nice picture of a pumpkin for a pumpkin farm. And that's how you do the design. I'm going out of this now, and then hold on. So you can search on general words, on specific words, and then you can pick something, borrow something that you like, because it's not your own work and you can't really change it. So that's how the designing works. Now we're going through the app of the island designer. So you pick out your work app, and I will go slowly through it. It helps you develop the island and shape the island. So you can redeem miles for additional permits. There's a cleanup service. And then there is a specific area that you can clean up. So this is a one-time thing. If you open that app, you're going one time through this. It doesn't come every time. So now I will start it up. I want to start. There's this request cleanup. You might find yourself in a bit of trouble. Perhaps you can't pick up an item placed on top of a cliff. So this is the cleanup function. So it will go to the recycling box in the resident service. So you can do yes, clean up things, or no, not right now. So I am going for no. But that is the cleanup service, and it's just for a specific area and not for the whole island. So it's for around you. You have a manual, so if you want to read more closely what it in holds, then you just can read up on it. And if you really want to start, you say start construction, and it will give you a construction helmet. Any construction skills. This has to do with how you use your feature. Sorry, I needed to think about a word that fits. So it tells you how to keep yourself straight and make it easier to use the construction feature. So I already more or less knew what I wanted to do, but now I'm not sure. I didn't do much yesterday. Because I was more busy with so plus you go into what you have, and I need the watershed permit because I am going to close this space down. Apparently I am having an automatically fill in. Or no, we already have Tom there. Okay, I'm not aiming good. Ah, I didn't want to do that. We saw in the instructions that we can do it better than how I now do it. But that is how you use the land of the watershed feature and the permit. And you can keep a little piece of the as a font. See, you can take half tiles off. And then you have a little pond. We can keep that because now he has more living space. And it's Tom. Yeah, it's Tom. And if it's still too big or too not big enough to have a little farm on top of that hill, then we can always extend the hill. I am going to close this further off. And that's how you terraform. And you close off per block, even though it's not like a Minecraft block or a Pokemon block, it's still a block. And sometimes it will take the half block as well, like it did now. So this also means that water feature, oh, I didn't intend to do that. That the villagers just can walk past the river. I don't know how big it is. I think we can have one more line close, but you can see it forms a square, or it takes half of the other one. I will fill up the corner and then make it half, so that there's still a piece of river and it has a more natural curving, because that was not the intent, and I'm now doing it all wrong because I'm stepping on the wrong spot. Nah, I'm making one big mess. And there needs to be more of. One more. Yes. So it has a nice curve, and the villagers just can walk over to the other side. So if Tom doesn't have enough room, then I can also use my mountain creature to give him some extra mountain space. And also that one I can cut off for half. I don't have any paths, but I can make a dirt path past the river here, for instance. On this path there will be weed and you can grow plants on there. So it's not a solid path. And I'm going to make small farms. So I'm going to use also the dark dirt. I still do need to have 2 incliners because else we can't go up the hills. And I still want to place the museum here. With an incliner here. So I think I still have time, so I will do that. Okay, time is almost up, so I will go and pick up the museum. Do I have enough bells? Yes, I do have enough bells. And place that on the hill. And then I will log off. And I do that more or less now because of the heat. Because it's Sunday and normally I play longer. But yeah, it's not a real normal degree of 30 degrees in the Netherlands. Normal temperatures are around 25, 24, 26, and not around 30 or higher. So yeah, our houses are not with air conditioning. Most of them don't have that. I want a layout change because I want to move the museum. I don't mind paying that. Because it's easier to already pay something than that you do need to donate. Because then you need to calculate if you have enough bells in your pocket, in your wallet. And they always go for permission, but they always give permission because yeah, it's your game. So from now on, we're going to do it a little bit easier and slow, because there's not a lot of storyline to follow, but there are still new features to discover. So we had today the KK. We got our terraforming app. I showed you how to get designs from the internet from other players. I showed you how to use, and there's probably a better way to use some of the features. But at least I tried to show you how I use it. The water shaping, the mountain shaping, and the path forming. And I still can also now use my ladder on this side of the river because there is a path here. So I don't need a bridge there. I can make multiple ponds if I want to. Now I need to see how far I can get it to the cliff. Oh, it's already on the cliff. This is the spot. So I don't need to decorate behind the museum. I only have a ridge here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to open this up a little bit. I'm sorry for my voice. I must say I also have asthma. And my voice sometimes has to do also with the asthma. But for a very long time, I also had a lingering cold. I'm sorry about everything about that. So now we moved to the museum and we're going to quit the video just to preserve that we don't make the switch too hot in our temperatures of the Netherlands. I will hope to see you tomorrow. Then it's a weekday and we're not going to play much longer than normal. Just try to stick to the half hour and then hope that the weather will go cool down a little bit and that we can play next Sunday longer again. Hope to see you tomorrow. Bye bye.